Hello class. I'm going to give you a video lesson on playing Amazing Grace. The sheet that was handed out to you, this one. And to play Amazing Grace, we're going to use all of the chords that we've learned so far. We're going to use G, we're going to use C, we're going to use E minor, A7, D7, and then back to G. Okay. So it's going to be a good song to review all of the chords that you've learned so far. The one different thing about Amazing Grace than the strumming pattern that we've been using so far is Amazing Grace is in 3/4 time, and the strumming pattern that we've been using up until this point has been in 4/4 time. If you don't know what that means, Amazing Grace has 3 strong beats in every measure. The strumming pattern that we were using had 4 strong beats in every measure. So this is going to be a little different strumming pattern that we're going to use for Amazing Grace. The strumming pattern is on the music sheet, and it says strum, down, down, up, down. So the downs are always on the beats. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And make sure that your arm just keeps going up and down the entire time. Okay. Now, the new thing that we're going to be learning in this song is how to read the chords above the music. So you see we've got G above the first bar, G above the second bar, C above the next bar, continuing across. So the words are underneath to help you follow along with this. So when you sing that word or that syllable, that's when the chord changes. Okay. Every bar, every measure has 3 beats in it. And when you get to the end of the line, then you start again at the beginning of the next line. It's kind of hard to point backwards here. And continue on D7, G, G, C, G, E minor, A7, D7, and G. I'm going to take you through that right now. So you'll start on G, and you won't start strumming until Maze of Amazing. So, Amazing Grace, how... So that was 2 bars on G. And then for sweet, you change to C major. Sweet the... Change back to G on sound. Sound that... Change to E minor on saved. Saved change to A7 on wretch. Wretch like... Change to D7 on me. Now D7 is played over 2 bars, as you see from the end of the music here, where my finger is here at the end. D7 has this note has a tie over it, and that note ties into this note here at the bottom. So we've got 3 beats up here on me, and down here 2 beats on me. The final quarter note will still get the D7. So actually this is going to be 2 measures on D7, 6 total counts. So, wretch like me, I change to G on once was lost, but, so that was 2 bars on G, 1 bar on C, now am, change to G on found, found was, changed to E minor on blind, blind but, now here comes the fun bar, 2 beats on A7, now I, and then you change to D7 on I, so you gotta move both of these fingers down, move 2 and 3, down 1 string, so starting on A7, now I, so you can probably get 1 strum down, or maybe a down up on that D7, and then slide the 3rd finger from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret to play G. So when you're moving from D7, slide the 3rd finger to get into G. So the whole song altogether would sound like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. blind, but now I see. So that's one verse all the way through. To practice that, what I would start doing is just playing the chords. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now when found, was blind, but now I see. Because if you can play the chords in a row, then you can add the strumming as a second step of it. So I would suggest starting with just the chords. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. So that A7, D7, G goes much faster in the second phrase because the A7 and D are part of the same measure. So A7 is on beat 1 and D7 is on beat 3. Up in the top, when we had A7 previously, it was in one measure all by itself, and then we had 2 measures of D7. So this change goes slower, and then down here at the bottom, this A7 to D7 change goes much faster. Okay? So, number 1, be able to land the chords. Number 2, add the strumming. And then practice all that up. If you can sing along with it, that'll help you know where your spot is. If you want to just hum or whistle along with it, that'll help you know what your spot is too. Those are the chords for Amazing Grace. Practice up. Hello, class. This is a video lesson on playing the melody of Amazing Grace. In other words, how to read tab. So I haven't talked to you yet about reading tab. The interesting thing about tab is that it looks like a music staff. It looks like this staff here, but a music staff has 5 lines, and a tab staff has 6 lines. Now the 6 lines correspond to the 6 strings of the guitar. So when you're looking at tab, the string that is on the bottom is the string that is closest to you when you're looking down at the guitar neck. And the string that is at the top is the string that is the farthest away from you, little Elvis, when you're looking at the guitar neck. So when you're looking at tab, it's like you would take the sheet and you would turn it this way and look at your guitar neck, and then it will match up. Now, the numbers on the tab correspond to the fret that you play. And where that number is corresponds to the string that you play on. So you can see this is starting on the 4th string, and the 0 means it's played open. And then we go to the 3rd string, see right here, going to the 3rd string, and that's played open. Then we go to the 2nd string, that's played open. We go to the 3rd string, that's played open. 2nd string, played open. And then finally, we go to the 3rd string here, and it's played in the 2nd fret. So I'm going to take you through that right now. So we're starting on the D string. Now the D string is the 4th string. So we play the D string, the E string, or the G string, excuse me, the 3rd string, the B string, the G string, and the B string all open. So playing the rhythm of Amazing Grace would be So the rhythms are notated above the staff for you, so you can see that's a quarter note, that's a quarter note. These two are 8th notes, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, excuse me. These are now half notes over here. So the only reason, or the only way that you'll know that's a half note, is because there's only 2 of these notes in the bar. This is 3/4 time, which means we're going to have 3 beats in a bar. Well, if you look down below, you can see you've got the half note down below. Really, the rhythm of tab music, you really have to know the melody well. Okay, so this is 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and then we fret on the 2nd fret. Now, it really doesn't make a difference which finger you use. I'm going to use my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret though. Okay. Open, and then 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then open. So I'll do that again. 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string fretted at the 2nd fret, 3rd string open, 4th string fretted at the 2nd fret, 4th string open. That's the first phrase. The second phrase, that saved a wretch like me, you see we have a lot of open strings again. 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string fretted at the 2nd fret, and then the 2nd string fretted at the 3rd fret. So that's the 2 and the 3 at the end. Okay, so that phrase again was 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3rd string fretted at the 2nd fret, and then 2nd string fretted at the 3rd fret. Going down to measure 8, the 3rd phrase, 2nd string open, 2nd string fretted at the 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret, open, and then 3rd string. So that's going to go fast. It's going to be open, 3rd fret, lift it, put it back down, lift it, and then 3rd string open, 4th string open, and then 4th string 2nd fret. You can keep that finger down. Keep the 2nd finger down, go up to the 3rd string and play it open twice, and then come back down to the 4th string and play the 2nd finger, fret it again, and then finally open. So that whole phrase starts on the 2nd string. So that's 3rd finger in the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Second, keep that finger down, and then lift that finger. That's the 3rd phrase. Now the 4th phrase, 4th string open, 3rd string open, 2nd string open, 3rd string open, 2nd string open, and then, the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and then 3rd string open. So that's a very easy phrase because you have a lot of open notes. So that whole melody two, 3, 1, 2. Keep that finger down, lift it. There we go. That's how to play Amazing Grace on the guitar in G major. Practice that up.